Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. Today, I'm making this for tomorrow morning. I don't know, my sons might eat it before, but I'm making pecan sweet potato biscuits. Now you have to get 1 cup of mashed sweet potatoes. You know them as sweet potatoes. I know them as yams because I know West Indians have a sweet potato and that's sweet. This one is not. But anyway, you're going to need 1 cup of mashed yams, and they recommend to do it this way. You get 1 large yam or sweet potato, whichever term you wish to use. Wait a minute. Pierce it in several places. Bake it in a 400-degree oven or until tender, about 40 minutes. Then you're going to scoop the pulp out from the skin and mash until smooth. Now, while mine is cooking, you need to grease a baking sheet. All right, so what I'm going to do now is put the dry ingredients together. We got a lot of little things we have to do before we put this together. It's a very easy recipe. We just have to get everything together. You're going to need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And to this, we are going to add 1 tablespoon of baking powder. We need a 1/2 cup of chopped pecans. Chop like this. Make sure these fingers are up because you'll get comfortable like this and you could just end up by accident cutting your fingers or shaving. And now what you're going to need also is crystallized ginger. You need 1 tablespoon of finely chopped crystallized ginger. Now, if you can't find that, you can use a 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. About a whole pound of crystallized ginger. And it has lasted me a couple of years, so I'm quite happy with it. And it was a good investment because what I paid for a little bit, and because I make trail mixes and stuff, and I put this in my trail mixes, I got a really good deal. can't remember where, but I do know I got it on Amazon. I can't remember the company I got it from, but I just bought a pound. We're also going to add a tablespoon of wheat germ and 2 of powdered milk. I'm going to mix all this up because I want to make sure that flour is coating the nuts and the ginger so they'll suspend through the muffins. I mean the biscuits. If you don't, they'll all be at the flat bottom. You have the biscuit above. So that's the whole object of doing this. Okay. Now, in a measuring cup, this one I've already done, you're going to put in a half a cup of milk and 1 tablespoon of orange juice. And put this on the side as well. You put things to the side. You're going to get another bowl. In this bowl, we're going to put in 1 stick or a half a cup, either way. Some people of melted butter, but it adds up to a half a cup because that's what a stick is. We're going to put in 1 tablespoon of firmly packed dark brown sugar. Remember when you use brown or light you have to pack it firmly. If you don't, you won't get the right measurements. I'll show you how to make it. I run out. And yes, I know how to make them, but I was just being short that day. They have a lot of sugar, and I was trying to get my back, so I bought some of packages. But if you have basics around the house, it's real easy to make. Now you need a tablespoon of maple syrup. Now we're at this point where we have to get these potatoes out. Let's see, we got everything. Let me see. Okay. Let's see if these things are done. As far as they're concerned, 40 minutes should do it. But I put 2 on because I just don't know if I'm going to get that much. No, they're not quite done. I knew they wouldn't be. They insisted they would be. Okay, we're at a standstill now because we have to wait for those. So as soon as those are done, we'll get things going. So I'll see you then. Okay, we're going to cut these yams. They're very, very hot. We're actually working with them hot, so please be careful. We're going to need a bowl to put these in. They want us to mash them, so it's evident. I don't think this is going to do it. Let me go get another spoon. Now, I don't know why they don't want this cooked more, but they only want it cooked this way. So I said, okay. We've got some in here. Personally, I would have cooked these much further, but this is where they want it to go. And I said, okay, well, this is how you want it, but I don't like it. I would cook it a lot more than this. You see? But this is as far as they want me to cook this. And I'm saying, no, I really don't like this. This is when I start saying, there's something wrong with this recipe. I think the woman who did it miscalculated in her cooking time. So, see? That's why I don't trust it. I just about got a cup here, so I'm not terribly worried about it. Let's get this section out so I can work with the section that I want. You know, I was going to boil this, but these are not even near done cooking at her time, so that is a waste. As you can see, they don't even mush up. So let's see what we can get from this. I knew I should have boiled them. See, I'm trying to mash it. That's not done. This is when I know a recipe has made a mistake. Remember when I said I sit there? I don't want you to waste food trying a recipe that messes up, unless you choose to, but if I can avoid it. So what I'm going to do is get a mat and move everything around and boil these things my way. So I'll be back when I'm done boiling them. Okay, I recommend you boil sweet potato or yam, whichever name you want to go by. You need 1 cup of this to go into the butter, maple syrup, and brown sugar. So mash it up and measure out a cup. set your oven to 400 again. And pour the milk and orange juice that we put to the side here. I tell you, I am so upset when they tell me to bake that. Do boil your yam, or you will have a problem. Peel it and boil it just enough to get a cup. Where did I put my glasses? All right, they want you to stir in the mixture, the flour mixture, into the yam mixture. Let me clean this counter because we're going to have to roll this. This is quite moist, so you're going to have to do a little bit of kneading to get it more contained. You're going to flatten this out to a 12 by 6. I know this is going to be a little different from what you've done before on biscuits. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. So it's going to be a rectangle shape. Okay, I better make it 2 inches longer still. Try to keep it the same thickness as you work this. It's a little difficult, but use your hands. If it's thinner in one spot, you support it. Sort of push the dough into that direction. All right, now we have to go 6 inches, which I'm already at. Ain't that nice? Okay, that's the shape it's going to be. It's 6 by 12. I can get a knife and we're going to be marking these off. paring knife is here. All right. All right, we're going to cut rectangles into 2-inch squares. All right, so it's going to be 2-inch squares. Then we're going to start marking so we can cut straight through. This is 2 inches, and this is 2 inches. And we'll go here, 2 inches, 2 inches. So now we'll just cut straight through, I guess. Make sure you flour your knife or you are going to have a lot of problems. Because as you can see, it's going to be sticking. This is very, very moist. We want 2 inches. Okay. Well, these are a little smaller. Don't worry if the end pieces are a funny shape, they always are. Because you never get a square on the edges. You're going to need a spatula to get these up there. They're going to stick. Okay, well, I'm going to have 3 extra to come, then these come out. We are going to now brush them with butter, and I stick it right under my nose, I can't see it. You need 2 tablespoons of melted butter. You're just going to brush the top of these with some butter, and that's it. And then we're going to bake them. Will bake. 20 to 25 minutes, and then we'll set them on the rack to cool. And I will see you then. Okay, let's get these out and see how they are. Okay, I'm gonna have to get these off so I can put these other ones in and get them cooking, and then we'll taste it and see how they come out. Oh, I have that right there. Bring out another one. So let me get them over behind you here on the rack, and we'll taste them in a bit. We're going to try one now. Well, the first ones I took off because the rest are very hot. They browned nicely on the bottom. We're going to check the texture now. There's the texture. You see how you check it? These are all the things you have to do to know if things are right. That's why I should have listened to my intuition when it said boil the potatoes. I should have. What a nice flavor. These are unique. They're not real sweet, but there's a sweetness in them. The sweet potato and pumpkin go excellent together. I do not think you'll be disappointed with these. Oh, I'm finished eating. Take care. Bye-bye.